Hey everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. On Saturday, February 14th, 2026, I recorded a bonus reading for channel members, and the majority of them have voted, and they feel that these messages should be shared with all of you. So what I did was I took the nearly 3-hour video and I edited it down, one for each of the zodiac signs. I encourage you to watch your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also in the description box is information on how you can become a time traveler. I issue 48 exclusive readings to members every month. And so if you'd like to join us, that would be fantastic. But whether you can or you can't, please drop some love in the comment section for channel members, because as I said, this reading that normally would be exclusive to them has been made available to you thanks to their love, care, and concern for the collective. I hope you enjoy this reading. Hello, time travelers. It's Jen. How are you doing? I really appreciate your support and your membership. And I want you to know that I do pay attention to the readings that I release for you. I know that you're 12 short, so this is going to be your bonus reading here. We're going to take a look at something that Source wants you to focus on at this time, okay? And I'm going to begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps will be in the description box. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus, so you're welcome to look at any or all of them. And if you don't know what those placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, you know the rule. It's a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, just take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it's someone else's, and don't forget to check out your other placements. Also, at the end of this reading, I'm going to do a collective general reading for everyone watching, and I think that's everything that I want to say. Again, I apologize for the delay in getting out the bonus reading. I just was swamped here with horrible winter weather, and I finally come through it, and I'm like, okay, now it's time to do that bonus reading. So, all right, without any further delay, here we go. Oh, one more thing. Please keep in mind, I'm a Gemini. We are now pre-shadow Mercury retrograde. So if I stumble on my words or I talk a little too fast or a little too slow, I just ask for your forgiveness ahead of time. Okay, with all of that said, I think that's with all of that said now. All right, let's begin. Hello, Libra. I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to take a little break here, Libra, before I start your reading because I want to get something to drink. Because my throat is going, and I've been chatting now for almost a little over an hour at this point, so I'll be right back. All right, Libra, I'm back. You won't notice that I was gone for a couple of minutes there because I'll edit that out, but let's take a look now at what Source wants you to focus on at this time. Keep in mind, I'm ruled by Gemini. I'm a Gemini ruled by Mercury. There you go. We're in pre-shadow, so if I stumble or fumble my words today, I apologize ahead of time. You have solutions. Okay. Source wants you to focus on solutions. Tell me about these solutions here for the Libra collective. What solutions do you want Libra to focus on? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Fool. How to have a new beginning here. The Fool, the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Focus on creating a solution here for yourself on how you can get out of a situation that has been Three of Swords to the Five of Pentacles, either emotionally or financially depleting, or had an emotional or financial negative impact on you. A new beginning is possible. And this could be anything, external to you or internal to you, like something you're eating or you're over consuming. It's like that's actually, overspending is financially harmful to you. Maybe overindulging in a particular activity or consuming something, again, overindulgence is actually not good for your health or something like that, or maybe even for your mental health if it's not your physical health. And for others of you, it's external to you. It's a situation, environment, or a connection. Or there's a solution here on how you can get out of it. You don't have to stay stuck in this, or you don't have to continue living this way, or continually engaging in the overindulgence. Tell me about this new beginning here, the Fool card. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Sun. Oh my. And we have the Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. So you have a choice here, Libra. You can continue, I was going to say managing, but I don't think you're managing this very well. I feel like putting up with is more like it. You can continue to put up with the situation, environment, or connection
that is external to you and is creating this emotional or financial deficit in your life. I'll word it that way. Or you can continue engaging in or consuming whatever this toxic pattern or trait here is for you. Or you can make the decision, Two of Wands, to move in another direction. Tell me about the Ace of Swords here. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I think the first thing you need to do, like the first step here, is like getting clarity that like, yeah, this isn't changing, or this isn't good for me. You know, this isn't beneficial to me, whether emotional or financial. Again, whether someone is doing this to you or you're doing this to yourself. Ace of Swords, yep. Ace of Pentacles, the Star, and the Magician. Wow, bottom of the deck, Four of Wands, yeah. It's like the acknowledgement or just saying it out loud, I think is like the first step here. This isn't good for me. And then step two, we're going like 1 to 2 here. So step one is like being honest, acknowledging this is not good for me. And then step two is I want to move in a completely different direction, or I want to do something differently here. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. There's a way, there's a solution here to change this or move on from this that maybe you're not seeing at this time, but Source wants you to focus that there is a solution here. Tell me about the solution. You don't have to stay, Four of Pentacles, stuck and stagnant. You don't have to keep overindulging. You don't have to keep staying at the shitty job, or, you know what I mean, in a bad partnership, or indulging in whatever this is. Clarify that Four of Pentacles first. Because you seem to be of the mindset of like, well, it's a comfort zone, or I've always put up with this, or I've always worked here, or this is the way it's always been, or it's the way I've always been. One more shuffle. Thank you. Seven of Swords. Oof. Three of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles, bottom of that King of Swords. There you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. So your comfort zone is not very comfortable. It's actually sabotaging you from moving forward in an entirely new direction that is more beneficial to you. So if you're having financial issues, but you're overspending, the answer isn't to, but it's comfortable to continue incurring debt. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's not financially beneficial to your future. If you're staying, you know, if you're overindulging in something that you're consuming, smoking, coffee, and look, I'm not judging you on any of those things, or like excessive alcohol, or even pornography. The word there is overindulgence, or the word there, the key word there is that you're doing this, you're overindulging, or you're doing this excessively. Yeah, keyword there is overindulgence and excessive. And you don't have to keep doing it because that's what I've always done, but it's not good for your health, either physical or emotional or mental. And same thing if this is anything external to you. Continuing to engage in the situation, environment, or connection is actually like you're sabotaging your ability to move forward and be in a better job, or a better committed partnership, or a better friendship. Again, I don't know who or what is doing this to you, external or internal to you, but if you continue to engage in it, all you're doing is sabotaging your ability to move towards something a hell of a lot better in that Sun card. So start focusing on solutions. How can you extricate yourself from this? How can you cut back on what it is that you're overindulging? Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. Eight of Swords, the Death card, and the Ten of Wands. How do I put an end to that and have victory? Six of Wands. So Source wants you to start thinking about what are the different ways that are safe, okay? Source never wants you to do something that's not safe. In other words, don't, you know, this is a toxic job environment. Don't quit your job until you find another job, okay? Obviously, if it's abusive, that's a different story, but just because you don't like it or they don't pay you what you're worth doesn't mean that you should quit it tomorrow. It does mean, though, that you should not block yourself and just say, well, I'm going to put up with it because it's the best that I could do. No, it's not. You have a hell of a lot better job opportunity there waiting for you. But it's going to require you to take the initiative to look for it, to apply for those jobs. And same thing if this is anything internal to you. There are different avenues or support systems for you to be able to heal this. There's gurus online, there's gyms, there's Alcoholic Anonymous, you know what I mean? And again, some of them might require you to show up in the 3D world, like to attend the meeting, but some you can do online from, you know, a place of being anonymous, or from the comfortability of your own home and the privacy of your own home. So your advice here seems to be, if you want to move on from whomever, whatever this is, or change this up, if it's you that's actually engaging in this, there are so many different ways for you to put an end to this that maybe you're not seeing, because whatever this is, it's really burdensome for you. And you're not going to be able to progress forward in your life towards the happiness that you desire or the success that you desire if you keep carrying the weight of whatever this is, because this is an enormous weight on you. Again, whether it's addiction or something external to you. There's victory here for you, but victory to the King of Pentacles, to the Five of Cups, it's going to require you to be grounded enough to look at your future, like King of Pentacles would look at their future and say, I don't want to keep engaging in this because I want better for my future. So I'm going to Five of Cups, leave this behind. Might be difficult to give up sweets. Might be difficult to give up drinking. You might fall off the wagon 1 or 2, 3 times. That's okay. Just get right back on it. It might be difficult for you to find another job, but you will find another job. You just won't find another job if you continue to endure this. So let's get you 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice here for Libra. Yeah, you don't have to continue enduring this. There are so many different options and choices for you to overcome this or to move past it. Don't keep yourself stuck and stagnant. Instead, free your mind and start thinking about all the different ways you can improve this situation for yourself. You deserve to live your best life, Libra, and this isn't it right now, my love. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice. 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, bottom of the deck, the World card. 3 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. Your advice. I feel like if this message is resonating for you, your intuition has been trying to tell you this for a long time. I also think that you have the answer. I think you know exactly what you need to do to disengage from whomever or whatever this is. Again, whether it's internal or external to you. I think intuitively you know that you need to move on. And I think you intuitively know what it is you need to do to move on. So your advice here is, if that's your message, it's time for you to start spending or pouring some pentacle energy, pentacle resources, time, love, money, commitment, devotion towards exiting whatever this is, towards finding a solution. I don't think if you stay in this, it's for your highest good, or you keep indulging in this, is for your highest good. I'm not a fear-mongering tarot reader. I just feel like Source has been urging you to move on from whomever, whatever this is. And again, even if it's a habit within yourself, but that's not going to change until you start pouring some pentacle resources into moving in a new direction and exploring some new solutions on how you can do that. Whatever this is, it's no longer aligned to who or what you are or to who or what you're becoming. Wheel of Fortune. This is the destined, fated moment, if you will, for you to move your life in a new direction. But it will require you to put on that thinking cap and start coming up with ways on how exactly you can do that. That is what I have for you, Libra, at this time. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.
Thank you so much for watching that reading. I hope that it is beneficial to you at this time. Remember to drop some love in the comment section for our channel members because they made that message available to you at this time. If you'd like to join them, in the description box is information on how you can become a time traveler. I release 48 exclusive readings to members, and so if you can join us, that would be fantastic. Remember to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.